Hi, everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about my 3 tips for new coaches. So it took me some time to think about this. I was trying to think of things that haven't already been talked about, and hopefully I came up with some good ones. So what I decided was the first one is adding your coaches to the training modules and adding them to the groups, the coach groups. So with me, when I have a new coach, I always add them into the Team Phoenix group and any of your other groups, like your personal group, whatever your team group is, and if you have an upline, other than, your direct upline. And the reason for that is I find the groups so helpful. Besides coach questions, I believe, they're so helpful as far as getting help, helpful information about other programs, clean eating tips, and different things regarding just health and fitness. And I consider being in Team Phoenix a privilege. And, if I wasn't a coach, I wouldn't have known about any of the stuff that's posted in there. And I want all my coaches to know about that. Not to mention the amazing friendships that we've gotten developed here. And I always make sure all my coaches know about the amazing training that is offered in the modules 1 and 2. I let them know it's self-paced. So I always let them know that they can start whenever they're ready. Obviously, the sooner the better. And the first day is the longest, but the rest of them shouldn't take them very long. But the sooner they get started on it, the sooner they can get their Shakeology started to be paid for, because they'll learn how to do so. But, I even encourage my discount coaches to go through it, because they may decide that they want more out of this. I do have one coach that was very strongly adamant that she wanted nothing to do with selling. She has been at her job for over 25 years. She has a young son, and she's just a busy mom who just really didn't want anything to do with working the business. And I explained all that to her, and she's like, sure, I'll go through the training and I'll check out the groups, but I just don't think it's for me. I'm like, okay, no problem. So she went into it. She's always loved her Shakeology from day one. So she's like, I will drink Shakeology forever, but I just don't think I'm going to sell it. And I'm like, okay. So she started it, and probably 2 weeks into the training and being in the Team Phoenix, she's like, okay, I want to know what I need to do to sell it, because I absolutely love it. Tell me what I need to do to get a success partner and be part of the groups, or start running a group. So I was like, yep, I knew it. So and that's happened with a couple people, but she stands out more because now she's telling me after 25 years at her job that she wants to cut her hours down to part-time, and that she just wants to do Beachbody eventually. So another tip I have for you is FAQs. We need to be utilizing our FAQs as much as possible rather than reaching out to our upline. They are there for a reason. And, if there's something that you can't find on FAQs, there is a search bar where you can just put in your question and it should pop up. If it doesn't pop up, then you can just put in the question in Team Phoenix, another reason to add your coach there. And there's obviously, now we have 1,000 coaches, and people will just answer or come up with a lot of helpful tips and answers for you. And then still, if people don't know the answer, then you can reach out to your upline or your upline's upline. And then, of course, there's a bigger group, which is Coach Success. But first, reach out to to the FAQs. It's a lot less lot less of a distraction to constantly be messaging your upline all the time. I have been a big culprit in messaging my upline, and I'm trying to get better about that and using the FAQs. Unless it's a really simple, quick question, I'm trying to do that less often. And the last thing I want to talk about is don't overthink your banners or your ads when it comes to setting up your groups. When I was first running my 5-day groups and my 21-day groups, I was making my banners very fancy and kind of detailed. And as time went on, I realized it's not necessary. I was spending way too much time on them, like, half an hour or more, and now it's down to 10 or 15 minutes. It's just not necessary. People really don't care as long as you're, to the point and they're bold but not crazy. That's all that matters. So it's just not necessary. So, and obviously you don't want to be obnoxious about them either. So, and obviously pretty is fine, and that's all you really need to be. So, spend more time on the group itself. That's pretty much the bottom line. So that's really all I got for you today. I hope these tips helped, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day.